7 ways to overcome late night cravings. Happy Sunday. You might be thinking that, Matt, you could have shared this on Saturday. But we are here. We are where we are. And if you had cravings last night, you have them tonight, any night. This is something to come around for the future. And isn't it interesting that, we rarely binge eat in the morning, right? We rarely binge eat in the morning. We rarely get cravings for cream eggs in the morning. Maybe not. Well, maybe sometimes. But more likely we are to get it in the evening. So I'm going to go over seven strategies, 7 ways to help overcome this. And number 1 is to eat more protein. I know we talk about this a lot, but I said the other day about mood, chasing mood. We know that people who have less than 1 gram per kilogram of protein a day, so if you weighed 100 kilograms, for example, and you had less than 100 grams a day consumption, you increase your risks. Potentially there's an association of depressive symptoms being expressed here. It's not definite, but if that impacts your mood, and plus you're not getting the benefits of protein, which we know is increased satiety, so you're more satisfied at a meal, you're likely to stop earlier, you're less likely to go up for seconds. These are all benefits. These are all going to help you stay fuller for longer, not to mention that you burn more calories digesting and absorbing protein. Number 2 is to get your fiber and get your veggies in. Not only are they high in antioxidants, polyphenols, which can help with recovery, can be boost to your immune system, brain health, cognitive function, potentially even Alzheimer's. But we also know that an extra 10 grams a day is associated with decreased risk of mortality and early onset mortality. We know that it can help with gut health, and aim for kind of 2 to 3 portions with every meal. Going back to protein, by the way, aim for a hand size of every meal. It's a really simple one. But going back to veggies, aim for 2 to 3 portions if you can with every meal, 2 to 3 handfuls if you like. Even if it's the same one, doesn't really matter. But a good way around that, I love, is frozen veggies. Get frozen mixed veg. So it's done then. You mix them for you. Peas, sweet corn, carrots, whatever it is. Cauliflower, broccoli. Get a mixed one. It's easier to sort out. It's cheap, easy, potentially even fresher because they're frozen at source. They're also seasonal, so maybe you're helping the environment at the same time. So that's a great one. And also, if you love your fruit, get your fruit in. Like, maybe swap your carbohydrate sources like grains and use traditional ones, and maybe increase your fruit instead. You're just going to hit your sweet tooth a little bit. I know late at night we love, the kids, we've been loving at the moment, frozen mango, frozen cherries, and then we just dip it in Greek yogurt, and it's just delicious. Easy, nice. I set a little platter up for them. They just help themselves make some random concoctions. Not that I would sometimes eat theirs, seeing what they do to it. But get some creative. Half of it's in the microwave. They melt it. They then refreeze it again. But at the end of the day, they get nutrition in and they're experimenting. But for me, I just dip it in like a human being. Anyway, delicious. Number 3, eat bigger in the evening. Now, I tend to be busier in the day. I'm more productive in the day. I don't like to sit and really eat. It's just not as productive in the day. And when I do, I feel like it's a wasted time. Like, you drop the kids early on, drop the kids, and it's like 6 hours or so. All of a sudden, it's like time to pick them up again. And I feel that's like key time. I can eat with the kids. I can sit down and eat with the kids then, rather than kind of not waste time eating in the day. But I feel like I can be more productive then, and then spend more time with the kids. So for me, it's like, okay, if I just eat lighter in the day, whether that's, if I do have a hungrier day, or have protein, veggies, stick to that. But then in the evening, it gives me more flexibility. I might fast, but if not, it gives me more flexibility in the evening to enjoy food with the kids. I don't have to cook different meals, which obviously saves time and money and effort. And it's just a great way, because you tend to be more full then in the evening. And that's a benefit, right, if we're eating later. Number 4 is to decrease the variety in the evening. Now, it sounds odd. I'm not saying don't enjoy your meals, but the more variety you have, the more sauces, different tastes, the more likely you are to eat more. You go to a barbecue, a buffet, you're likely to eat more because there's different options. If you go to a barbecue and there's like chicken, there's beef burgers, sausages. If you have a roast dinner and out, restaurants where it's like help yourself a bit, it's like beef, pork, lamb, chicken, whatever. A bit of that, bit of everything there. You just end up eating more because there's more variety. You have less taste fatigue. And they did a study where they looked at macaroni and cheese versus macaroni and cheese and fries. And when you're given macaroni and cheese, yes, it's delicious, but you're going to stop earlier than if you have macaroni and cheese and fries, because you might go a bit of macaroni and cheese, a few fries, go back, you get that taste difference in there. So it's probably why Quality Street and variety packs are so moreish. Number 5 is avoid carbing up. Avoid carbing up before a workout. Some people often say to me like, oh yeah, do I need to have carbs for a workout to fuel it? And I'm like, well, given your goal is weight loss, I wouldn't worry about that. It'll be fueled from the workout that you did last night, from the meal that you had last night. So do not worry about that at all. Like, don't worry about that. And if you can, then save a few carbs for later in the day where, you know, you can enjoy your meal a bit more, then that's great. Don't just eat because you feel like you have to. You feel like you have to boost your metabolism. Number 6 is to plan a nice drinking in the evening. Whether that's, you know, good, nice sugar-free tonic. You can get some really nice tonics now, or even low sugar tonics. Some lemon, ice, nice glass. Serve it in a good glass. Or maybe a hot chocolate, like I do quite often. Cocoa powder, cinnamon, milk, make a little paste, maybe some vanilla flavoring, orange flavoring, something nice to look forward to. And finally, number 7, and you might laugh at this one, but it's to have a second dinner. Like if you did what I said earlier about, you know, if you ever do this, like eating lighter in the day, sticking to protein and veggies, and then I might eat with the kids at like 5, then I might have another small meal later on. Whether that is just kind of yogurt, berries, things like that, or maybe an omelette or something like that, or just leftovers from the dinner. And by doing that, I can truly say to myself, am I really hungry or not? Because if it's like, oh, I couldn't really have any leftovers, but I do fancy a few biscuits. It's like, am I really hungry? That's the question to ask. Now, with all of these, keep it simple. You don't have to do them all. Keep it simple. Don't have crazy amounts of variation in the evening. You're probably going to eat more. Know what works for you. If having 2 dinners is better, and you know, saving up earlier on the day. I spoke to a couple the other day, and they were both like, oh, I could literally go till midday without eating, not even worry about it. And I always thought that you couldn't do that. It was just bad to do that. And I was like, try it, see what happens to your overall intake. And you know, do one of these, do all of them, combine them. As we would say at Fruci Fit, you only get results for done. So I hope that helps. Let me know which one you are going to apply today. Happy Sunday. Have an awesome day. And I'll see you soon. Take care.